I'll tell you what, I want to do my opening video after the open house. Obviously, I wanted to see what took place, how it went over, how the crowd was, how the atmosphere was. I'll tell you one thing, that was something else. You know, to put a show on like that, you know, obviously our caretakers went above and beyond, you know, on a Sunday to come over here and work their butts off. People that had volunteered, people that had drove here from all over North America, flew here. To be here with us today was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. I was floored. Looked up in the clubhouse when I was coming out. Now I had a couple of friends. Where am I at here? A couple of friends told me afterwards there had to be 300 or 400 people up there. I hope there wasn't 400 because we had only paid for 300. So happy to see so many people. And then as the day progressed on, people flooded out onto the tarmac. It literally looked like a weekend at Mohawk, and it was very, very uplifting. And then to sit behind all the horses, man, some of those horses, you guys know it. I knew this was a dead end. You guys know it. Some of the horses that we went with today had none of them had ever been off the track, ever been off the farm before in their life. You know, they arrived via truck, but had never left the farm, had never done any jogging or training at a new facility, certainly not gone any fast miles, had never gone 2 trips before. First day ever for 2 trips was today. These were horses and again, we do this every year. We train all our horses at 1.5 miles. So everything that took place today was brand new to all these horses, and to see them go out and act so professionally, it was, you know, we expect it. It's lost on me sometimes because I expect it. I expect that we put, where am I going? Oh my God. Keep turning down wrong way streets. I expect that the horses are going to do their work well because we have put all the work into them, right? We've trained them in sets. They've seen a lot on our track. I just expect that they're going to behave themselves. But really, when you think about it, that's a lot to expect. It's a lot to ask. And we received it all. So I was certainly pumped with the way all the horses went. I have a top 10 video for you guys this week. I talked about all the 2-year-olds. I was going to break down all the sets. I think I probably should. But not here in the opening. The opening video is meant to break down the stable. What we did this week. How we did it. How the week went. Pretty slow week for us, really, to be truthful. You know, we had, let me see here. We had a great win from World for Two. His second lifetime win, his first ever stake win. Our first stake win of the season. Hopefully many more to come. But our first stake win of the season, nonetheless. Make sure I'm going the right way here. Just super, super impressed with the way World for Two has come on. We qualified him. I raced him his first start from Mario. I thought he was okay. He was okay. Didn't get in the next week, so we put him in the series, the second leg, and he raced great. Raced great in the final. And then yesterday, I talked to Scott Zeron about him for 10-15 minutes, say about many of our horses. As you guys know, we had an extensive conversation about Taiwan this week, and ended up, look at that, look at the stairs there, Ollie. It's pretty cool, eh? Never seen that before. I have no idea where we're at. None. I'm lost in my own town. Oh, no, not Elizabeth Street. I know where I'm at now. You know, the week we had, as I said, I talked to Scott quite a bit about World for Two, and he went and win the race. Called me today after the open house. We talked about World for Two. We talked about Taiwan. What's next with those horses? Where we're going to go with them. Taiwan's next start, her first start in the U.S. this year, is on the 21st in the Meadows. James has already said he'll go driver. And quite frankly, if James wants to go driver in the Poconos, then he will. It's simple as that. But as stake season starts here in Ontario, it's very unlikely that James is going to be able to stick with Taiwan. You know, she's paid into a couple of big stake races, one for sure, but not like anything major. So I don't know, did you expect that? I didn't. It made total sense to me when I talked to Scotty the night before, and he said, well, if she gets beat, you're going to haul her all the way to Philadelphia? Nobody. I don't think I did. Harry didn't. James didn't. Think that she was going to go out and win in 54 with a bow in her neck. She looked so good qualifying. By the time she got back to the winner's circle, I already had her staking engagements pulled up on my phone because I was scrolling through them too. Much like I did when World for Two won. Where do they go next? What can they do? 3-year-olds we had this year ready to come back look incredible. You guys haven't even seen Grace yet. Little colicky last week, so we had to give her the week off. She'll train in probably 58 on Tuesday and come back and race the following Monday. Blue Bayou Dio was sick her last start. It was sick her last start. Had to scratch her. Had to scratch her. Which was the right thing to do. Because she's feeling better now because we gave her the time. And I wouldn't doubt that her old training partner and shipping partner brought it all the way to New Jersey with him. Unbeatable Kemp looked dreadful the other night. Has never looked like that. Ever. He's had bad races, but always explainable. They said he scoped okay. Kind of like Will DeWin Hanover scoped. Kind of like Blue Bayou Dio scoped. Okay. And then 2 days later, it showed up in their blood. White counts at 11, 12, 13. And it's not just here. Slim Jimmy raced terrible. His white count was 13. These horses are coming back, though. One start is not going to define their season. So, I mean, just saying it out loud. We have Taiwan on, Unbeatable Kemp, Blue Bayou Dio, Grace, Slim Jimmy, Sweet on Pete, Purple Aura, even one to skip a few, looked good last week. World for Two, on the pacing side. And I know I'm missing a couple. So we have a great start already to the 3-year-old season. These sophomores, they look very, very good. And now, that's not even talking about the way our racehorses are going. You guys have went out and bought some very, very good aged horses. Very happy to race them. And our other horses that we've always had, yes, qualified, all 8. Yes, qualified in 57 the other day. Jason Williams said he was fantastic. Levator was 3rd here, raced very, very good. Stonebridge Simba was 2nd at Saratoga today. Walk on the Moon was 2nd at the Meadows the other day. We purchased Per Lucky, an open trotter. Now his liver count's a little high. I think that was why he was a little flat his last start. His liver count was a little high. I don't know how high. If it was a little high, if it was too high, then we'll maybe opt to school him and wait another week. Last thing we want is a bad mile from this horse. So I'll talk to Jason a little bit more about that. Locatelli is on his way back. White Tiger is on his way back. And as I said, I know I'm missing some horses. So a huge, huge, huge start to 2022. We've done the best we can, but you allowed us to be in that position. Looking at the horses today, I was so proud of what the stable has become. I touched on it very briefly in the closing comments of our openings. If you go back and look at the closing comments, we talk about thanking everybody. But, for people that have been with us from the start, better than anybody where we've come from. 6-7 years ago, it's been a long, long journey, and it's just getting started now. It seems like we continue to cross those barriers, right? We won our first stake race way, way, way back when the very first year with Rose Run Speedster. Our major race at Gold. And to think where we have come from then, to have a Anuna Madonna brace for landing. It's incredible. And I certainly don't mean to dismiss the one horse that got injured last week, 3 Point Blue Chip. The year he has, last year, leading into this year, the expectations, yes, it hurt. Yes, it hurt that the horse got injured. But he'll come back. And that in itself will be quite the story. All the stuff we've been through, all of it, everything, every step of the way, every baby step culminates in 2022. unlike everybody else, I'm worried. Are the horses going to race well? Are they going to turn out well? Every year we go through the same concerns this time of year. Are they going to be good enough? Do they have enough talent? Do they have what it takes? Did we stake them well enough? Did we stake them too aggressively? There's a lot of people out there that have been keeping track, and you know how much we spend in staking. We watched the entire day unfold. Una Madonna looked good. I was disappointed Horn Player made a break. She was just goofing off, being a big green filly. Carter Michael Dio, goofing off. James said he just tapped him on the tail. He near exploded through his harness. Come from behind stories. Gandalf the Black. This was a horse I told you was horrible 6 weeks ago, to the point where we just had to get rid of him. But that's how quick some horses can turn. I can be wrong. I can only give you my best estimation, my best guess. I was wrong. Horse was good today. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't like he was going to go out and win the Gold Stake Race, or, oh, I wish we had put him in like the NASA Gawaya, right? That's for 3-year-olds, I'm thinking of that. Doesn't matter. Metro. That's the one. He went good. Still a little steppy in the turns, but man, his work ethic, his point, spot on. His attitude is great. There is some power there. There is some ability there. Hard to believe he's come that far. But he has. Some horses can. And then to watch the last school. I put them in the last one on purpose. Crantini and Brace for Landing. I put them in the last race, the last set on purpose, because I wanted everybody to take note. I asked some people at home. I know you watched it at home. But you missed one hell of a performance in person. Man, oh man. When's the last time you saw two trot? Well, again, as an industry, we don't really tout our horses until qualifying day, until their stake racing starts. We're the only barn on planet Earth that gets super excited about training days in May, or in April, or in March, or in December for that matter. But I don't remember ever going with two horses more talented than those two felt today. Man, oh man. 27 seconds on the end of it in May. And well in hand. You saw them both going under the wire. They looked incredible. They looked incredible. And I haven't seen the set yet, but Amy said that Leaps and Bounds was gaining. I can't see that as possible. It's simple math. We came 27 seconds. If Leaps and Bounds was gaining, she came faster. I don't. I want to see the set, though. I'm going to go back and watch it. But you think about it. Pennsylvania. I know how good Carter Michael Dio is. Made a mistake today. Okay, whatever. Crantini. It's incredible. What about Enzo? Well, everybody said, well, Enzo was pretty good. Enzo was fantastic. I protected him because this horse had a curb crowd 12 days ago. He's trained once in the last 14 days, 13 days. I could have moved him in the middle. I could have moved him at the three-quarter mile mark. I just kind of shoved him up through the inside. He finished up great. I was so proud of the way he trained today. It was great. But I'll tell you what, we talk about Gandalf. What about Cash Deals? What about Cash Deals? It was an incredible mile. And we did go 2-3 in a piece, 2-4. Didn't see that coming. I knew Enzo could do it. Cash Deals has been, for the better part, mediocre, putting it kindly, for her entire life. Just recently, she looked better and better and better. Now, Mario, that burned. Davey, Mario, now Mike down there, those guys have done a great job. Cash Deals was great today. You know, I started to do my top 10 list. As I usually do, I write down all the horses I thought were impressive. I didn't put Horn Player on the list, even though she's one of our best horses. I didn't put Carter Michael Dio on the list, one of our best horses, but this was about today. There's no point in giving you... You guys know how I feel about all the horses. I don't need to give you some top 10 list of who the top 10 I think are. You already know. We've already done those lists. I can do it again. It's going to sound a lot like the last time. So I did the top 10 list for today. I didn't put those horses that made breaks on there that I know are good. And I still ended up with 20. And I thought I was being stingy with good trips today. And I still ended up with 20. You know, as I said, look back on the week we had. Oh, I forgot. We're just Bomb Hugger raced like a monster, too. 7th at the half in the mud on a half-mile track. Call a cab. It's not looking good, especially when the two of the best horses to beat are sitting 1-2. We had Taiwan on, Bomb Hugger, World for Two, Stonebridge Simba, Walk on the Moon, Levator. Those horses raced great, and that was a slow week for the stable. We've been very, very, very fortuitous and very spoiled all year. And I don't say spoiled as in I spoiled you. No, I've been spoiled. You guys have definitely allowed us to do the best job we can, and we've done the best we can do. And it's worked out very, very well. Not just us, but you, for the stable. It's been fantastic. And then, you know, all of this comes from watching, being so proud of these 2-year-olds, and then reminiscing about how we got here. Dreaming a little bit about where we're going, how we're going to get there. So I would like to finish my video today. Not a ton to talk about other than the babies, and I'll talk about them in a minute, but I do want to finish my video. First off, saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and I saw many of you there today. Thanks for taking the time to share your day with us. Thank you to all the caretakers that came out today, all the volunteers. Man, I don't know how many people were in the paddock, but there was a lot. And most importantly, also, thank you to all the owners. It's not Owner's Day, it's Mother's Day, but at the same time, it's every day is Owner's Day here at the stable. We truly appreciate everything you allow us to do, and today was the culmination of a long, painful, miserable winter, but what a way to kick off the summer. This is the unofficial, always the unofficial kickoff to the summer, and it looks like we're going to have a lot of fun. So it doesn't matter whether you're in Ohio, you have to watch Coupe de Ville, High Enterprise, Swinging Senorita, Whispering Song. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Full Heart. All 5 of those fillies look great today. Magical Tom. What kind of trip did he go? Make a break, come back trotting, just get beat at the wire. Huge mile from him. Pennsylvania. How was Crantini today? That's some kind of nice horse. Enzo Aguayo, we know he's a nice horse. Already knew that. Carter Michael Dio might have made a mistake, but still a killer, and has been for quite a while. New Jersey. Brace for Landing. Tactical Mounds. God. Ontario? Nothing But a Dreamer. Cash Deals. How good were they? And then I'm trying to think of a couple. Gandalf the Black was good. Surprisingly huge today. I know I'm missing a lot. I was spoiled. We were spoiled today. So, a great day, a great open house. Ollie finished 2nd in the baseball tournament, but played great.
Can you close the tournament?
Yes, I can do that, honey. Ollie had a great tournament, finished 2nd. Everything went well this weekend. It's just been a great, great weekend here in Ontario. So with that, I'm going to bring my opening video to a close as my wife, Ollie's mother, gets home. Thank you all. I truly appreciate it. I hope you had a great Mother's Day.